Reichs, and Reichs will choose down to start this second period.
And Jamie, when they wrestled in the Battle of Waterloo, Cale Reichs was wrestling way up at 170. Nice tight waist by Voss, standing switch by Reichs, and he's going to pick up a 2-point reversal. Voss did a nice job there for just a second, controlling the hips. Now Reichs out in front. Out in front, he's going to try drive cradle on the right side, the left side of Voss. He drove his head right in the left rib cage, and now Voss, good hand control again. Back to his feet he goes. He's going to pick up a 1-point escape. 4-1 now on mat number 3, farthest away from us. Voss picks up 1, and it's going to be a front trip by Reichs. I'll tell you what, we're quickly seeing why he is ranked number 8 and 44 and 9 on the year. Voss trying to neck wrench on Reichs. 6-1 is our score now, and couldn't quite get the chin. But that's a nice job trying it, Zach. What do? You're down by 5. You might as well give it a try.
Yeah, absolutely. He had a chance to throw him in a neck wrench right there, and Reichs coming out here firing everything at Jared Voss, and he's just trying to slow down the pace.
It's going to be Reichs is going to let Voss up. It's going to be 6-3. 47 seconds left to go. 6-2. 44 seconds left to go. Jared's trying to get some hand control. There's a slide by Voss. Let's see if he can knock Reichs back down to the mat with it and keep his 2. Voss has one of the best slide bys. There's a 2-point. Oh boy, just missed it as Reichs did a nice job kicking his leg free. And then out in front, facing off Voss, now trying to pick up a 2-point takedown of his own. Off the edge of the mat they go. I like the aggressiveness of the freshman. Cale Reichs is a senior for New Hampton Turkey Valley. There's a 2-point takedown by Reichs. Voss got a little bit out of position, and Reichs covered his hips up, snapped his head down, covered his hips up for a 2-point takedown. 10 seconds left to go in period number 2. Reichs up now 8-2. So you certainly don't want to go down here and give up a bonus point. So Jared Voss with some work to do. Yeah, let's see where he decides to go. Voss is going to go neutral. Thought he might go down and then Reichs cut him loose. But he's going to start in neutral. He's been close with that slide by a couple of times. Let's see if he can make it hit the mark time.
Reichs is expected to go upper body and go in on that. So it'd be a good opportunity for Jared Voss to try to maybe go underneath him and hit a little sweet single.
Low single by Reichs to the left side of Voss. Voss in a hard whizzer. Reichs is going to reach out and pick up that left ankle and then back trip Voss for a 2-point takedown. 10-2 now with 1:31 left to go. So Cale Reichs building on that lead now. Voss trying to work some hand control. Voss has been warned for stalling. And now we're going to get stalling against Voss. Go figure, you guys. He's working hand control underneath, trying to get back to his feet. And it gets dinged for stalling. Reichs now goes from the right side to the left side, now back to the right side, trying to head lever on Voss. Voss trying to work some hand control. Under a minute we go. 59 seconds. It's 11-2. Voss up to his feet now. Reichs is going to drop in on a single. And now back trip by Reichs. And Reichs almost had a half Nelson slid in as he went to the back trip. He ran his hand right up the left side of Voss and almost had a half Nelson in and threw Voss to his back. Jared Voss needs a 2-point reversal here to take away that major decision. Let's see if he can find a way to get himself up to his feet. Cross wrist ride now by Cale Reichs. Now cradle attempt by Reichs. Good hand control by Voss. Let's see if he can score 2 here. Might get a 2-point reversal here. Make it 11-4. That would be huge. So he needs to score 2 here, Zach, to take that major away.
Yeah, he's got 21 seconds here to get up and possibly switch him or get that good hand control and get him out of position.
There's a long switch by Voss and a hard, tight waist by Reichs. Pulls Voss in 15 seconds left to go. Reichs now goes from the right side to the left side. Tries to put in a drive cradle. Voss does a nice job with hand control, keeping Reichs from locking up the cradle. 5 seconds left to go. And our first match is going to go in the New Hampton Turkey Valley win column. a major decision by senior Kel Reichs, as he will win that by a score of 11-2.
Yeah, so the Hawks kind of similar to their first duel, except this one they come out on the losing end of a opening match major decision, so they trail 4-0. As we will move up to 170 pounds, it'll be Jack Newhouse for the Hawks coming up here at 170. As we'll see if New Hampton sends out fourth-ranked Noah Glazer.
Well, looking at our program from Southwind, Jamie, at weight class 170, Max Schwickerath wrestled, and Schwickerath was beaten in the semis by Kel Krieger from Denver, and Schwickerath came back and got fifth. In the dual meet before, Jack Newhouse, as we said earlier, Jack Newhouse wrestled Kel Reichs. Ben Petlin wrestled Noah Glazer. So we'll see how this fares out at weight class 170. Class 2A semifinals. Class 2A semifinals right here. Team duels. There's a long shot. Jamie, would that be Glazer?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's Noah Glazer up there. Noah Glazer is ranked fourth. He's 46-3 for crying out loud. So a tough opponent here, but Newhouse almost had that single leg takedown on the edge of the mat. New Hampton wearing their shorts and tight singlet tops. I'm not sure I like that look yet. They've got their baggy shorts on, and then their tops are tight.
What's wrong with it?
Well,
I mean, Zach and we showed you some pictures of us trying on some of those uniforms.
yeah.
And if you're listening at home, you will probably not see those pictures.
Yeah. But I think you guys could still, you could go a couple of minutes down there on the mat, and you look good wearing them. All right, off the edge of the mat, Glazer is in on a shot, a nice down block by Newhouse with 58 seconds left to go.
As a stall warning now against Jack Newhouse, is Glazer in on a shot, as he's going to bring Glazer down, or Newhouse down to the mat. Newhouse squares off with him in a front headlock, tries a neck wrench. Not sure I like to see that, as he was in good position with a front headlock, still trying the neck wrench. No points here. 30 seconds left to go, and they go out of bounds, and it'll be a restart. No score. 28 seconds left to go, first period.
Well, Jamie, Jack Newhouse throwing caution to the wind there with a neck wrench, and who knows if you catch somebody really good, and you get a 5-point move out of it, and plus it kind of stuns your opponent. But I like what Newhouse is doing here. Glazer is not big at all for a 170-pounder. Newhouse is doing a great job controlling his wrist and controlling his arm with that 2-on-1 Russian. Just like he is right now, he's got the right wrist of Noah Glazer tied up. 6 seconds left to go. 6 seconds left to go in period number one, and we're going to end period number one 0-0. And New Hampton has the red ankle bands on, so it'll be their choice. And Glazer's going to choose down. Jack Newhouse takes a peek at the clock there. 2 minutes up on the board. Dual meet score just underway. Our dual meet just underway. We started at weight class 160. And New Hampton with a major decision. Stand up by Glazer. Newhouse is going to front trip him and take him back down to the mat. Now an inside wrist by Newhouse. Got the left arm tied up with Glazer. Let's see if he can roll that out to a bar. Rolls it out to a bar quickly, and then Glazer quickly pulls it back underneath of him. Hard spiral ride by Newhouse. Newhouse got dinged for stalling quickly, and now Glazer's on all fours and not doing anything but setting, trying to set up a Granby roll as Newhouse pulls him off the edge. So, we saw some slow stalling calls. We saw some quick stalling calls. I'm telling you what, it's hard to figure these guys out right now, Zach.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Jack right now. He continues to pick up the pace. He's very strong. He's keeping all of his weight forward, and right now he's got Glazer belly down and just with his arms out in front of him. And so Jack's doing a very nice job of continuing to put pressure and try to work some pinning combinations, but not much you can do with those hands faced out in front of him.
Yeah, he's spread out. He's belly down. His arms are spread out as far as they can spread out, and Newhouse trying to roll a wrist, and there's no way that you can get the wrist. Now a hard claw ride by Newhouse as he lets off a little bit of back pressure and lets Glazer get up on all fours. Then he goes to a claw ride, tight weights with the right, claw ride with the left. Now a spiral ride with the left, spiral ride with the right, claw ride with the left. Glazer and a knee slide stand up. Granby roll attempt by Glazer, nicely countered by Newhouse. Short sit by Glazer. Newhouse snaps him back and then drives back over the top of him. No change of position. Great job by Jack Newhouse there. 34 seconds left to go in period number 2. Newhouse up on top and grinding Glazer with a lot of forward pressure, keeping all of his weight on the hands and the shoulders and the arms of Noah Glazer. Far side half Nelson now by Newhouse. And we're going to get locked hands by Newhouse. Yep. It's going to be a 1-point penalty for Glazer. So Sheeman up out of his chair and encouraging his young man. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So Glazer will pick up a 1-point penalty point there with 12 seconds. So for Jack Newhouse here, you got to keep the pressure on. For 12 seconds, you got to ride him out. Don't give him any points here. There's another front trip by Newhouse. Takes Glazer back down. 4 seconds left to go. Nice job by Jack Newhouse. Now it's going to be Newhouse's choice to see where he decides to go. He's going to go down to try to tie this up with an escape. Glazer looks a little bit gassed right now, Zach.
Yeah, I don't think he's handling Jack's upper body real well and all of his pressure that's being put on his forehead. And who knows, he might be sucking a little bit of weight here also. So Jack Newhouse is doing a great job of keeping him out of a pace and keeping all of his weight on him to tire him out for this match.
Well, it's going to be Newhouse's choice. He will choose down. Glazer will ride the right side, then quickly jumps over to the left side on the start. And as long and lanky as Glazer is, we might see some sort of tilt. Newhouse to his feet, though. There's a lift and return by Glazer, and he's got Newhouse on his back for a 2 count. Boy, he came right in between the legs and lifted Newhouse and then trapped his right arm on the return, or his left arm on the return, and tilted Newhouse for a 2-point near fall. It's 3-0 right now with 1:31 and counting. So, boy, you could just kind of see that coming. Jack thought he was free, and then Glazer dropped underneath, went out to the side, lifting him up, and then trapped that arm. And Jack, when he came down, he had nowhere to go but to his back.
Yeah, he kind of turned into him right there when he got to his feet, and that's something that you don't really want your wrestler to do when he gets to his feet, is turn in, because that's exactly what can happen, is get thrown to your back.
Well, with 1:03 counting, period number 2, Jack Newhouse has some work to do with 59 seconds left now. Newhouse has some work left to do as Glazer's up on top. He's sitting over the right ankle of Jack Newhouse and trying to work an inside wrist. Newhouse now returning the favor to Glazer as he's on his belly and spread out, not giving Glazer any wrist to work with. 37 seconds and counting in a period number 2. Glazer now going back to work on the right.
Third period.
Oh, that's right, Jay. Third period. Thank you. Third period. Newhouse has some work to do with 24 seconds left to go. And he's got to get back to his feet. Glazer up on top, riding parallel, not letting Newhouse get back up to his base. 12 seconds left, and Newhouse is going to have to get off to the edge of the mat. He's still got time, but he's running out of it very quickly. Now he's up to his feet. Glazer's going to latch on to a 2-on-1 and hold Newhouse. There's a 1-point escape by Newhouse, and it's going to be 3-1. That 2-point lift and return, that penalty point, that 2-point lift and return proved costly there, Jamie, for Jack Newhouse.
Yeah, it did, and he's gonna, that's a 3-point match there. That, like you said, two kind of bad things that happened to Jack Newhouse there, and unfortunately you can't get it back. So now the Hawks got to get moving. They're down 7-0 here after 2 weights.
Well, we're going to see Jordan Brees for the first time today, and let's see who New Hampton brings to the mat. In our program, they've got Max Schwickeroff. He's a junior at 22 and 15. and he wrestled 170 at the Southwind Invitational. And in the dual meet, he did not wrestle in the dual meet. Placed a fifth. So an opportunity for Jordan Brees. To get the West Delaware Hawks here on the board.
It's going to be Evan Rozonki.
Evan Rozonki. Okay, Evan Rozonki, the sophomore at 38-11. And he's listed as their 195-pounder, Jamie, in our program. So Coach Sheeman rolling the dice here and trying to get a matchup against Jordan Brees. So we got a 195-pounder dropping down to wrestle 182. And Rozonki in on a shot. A nice counter, nice down block by Jordan Brees. As he pulls Rozonki off the mat. Long shot, tap and go by Brees on the whistle. Tried to get in on the legs of Rozonki. And Rozonki quickly shuffled back. Rozonki quickly shuffled back away from Brees. Now Rozonki tries to dive in. Brees trying to hit a front headlock on Rozonki. He's trying to cut the corner from right to left. And Rozonki's controlling that right elbow that's buried deep in between his neck and his left arm. Brees trying to cut the corner. And boy, you got to get up on top, Zach. He tried to jump over the top, and he might end up giving up a 2-point takedown here. There's a 2-point takedown as Rozonki latches onto the leg of Brees as he tried to hit that go behind. He needed to snap his head down one more time before he tried that. He didn't get the job done. And Rozonki's got an inside wrist, and now a whip-over attempt by Rozonki. Brees on the edge of the mat. 20 seconds left to go in period number one. Rozonki still hanging on to that inside wrist. He's around the head. He's around the back. Now he's got Brees up. Got left elbow down. Rozonki trying to snap him to his back, and Brees quickly ran out of it as they came back to their feet. No points for Brees as time ran out. It's going to be Brees' choice. He's going to defer over to Evan Rozonki. Sophomore at 38-11. The Hampton Turkey Valley. The 7 wrestlers ranked. Rozonki will choose down. And Jordan Brees will try to come with that hard crossface from right to left. I'll tell you what, if he can get that cradle locked up, Coach Heeman has done his homework. If Brees can get that crossface cradle locked up from right to left, there comes a hard crossface by Brees. And it gets a little bit high with the crossface. Rozonki's going to get his hips up. Brees is going to fall off the top. Now fireman's carry by Rozonki. He's going to pick up 2. And he traps the arm of Jordan Brees, the left arm of Jordan Brees. He traps between his neck, and there's the fall by Evan Rozonki. The fall by Evan Rozonki in 2:35. As Jordan Brees left that left arm up. And Brees not feeling very good as he comes off the mat there, gentlemen. As he's favoring that right shoulder just a little bit. We hope that's not going to be a problem through the course of the day here. Boy, he left that left arm up, Zach, and it was trapped. And when that happens, you're pasted to the mat.
Yeah, you saw it a few times in that match right there. As Jordan Brees, just didn't hook down hard on that elbow and just kind of let his elbow get a little bit too high, and that's when you can get out of position and you can tilt over pretty quick.
Well, now we're going to bump up to our match score now. Our meet score now is 13-0. We're going to bump up to weight class 195. We thought we might see Evan Rozonki here, but we're not. We're going to see Harrison Goebel. Here try to get the West Delaware Hawks on the scoreboard.
Landon Mormon.
This is going to be Landon Mormon, and he's listed in the program as a freshman with no record. So this has to be an opportunity for Harrison Goebel to get 6 here as he comes with a hard crossface. He's going to try to set up that crossface cradle. And Mormon shows here as he stretches out. He stretches out that left leg. Now a nice butcher by Goebel has Mormon going through his back. Good trade-off by Harrison Goebel, as he couldn't lock up the drive or the cross-face cradle, so he goes right to a Butcher, picks up a 2-point near fall. As Mormon rolls through, now Goebel latches onto a chicken wing on the left side, loads it, and then tries to run it, and that right leg of Mormon blocks off Goebel as he tries to run it from the left to the right. Now Goebel back over to his textbook right, sits over that right ankle of Mormon, trying to set up that crossface, and Mormon with his head down, covering up. Let's see if we get a stalling call against the freshman from New Hampton. Hard crossface by Goebel. If he goes right back to work on that Butcher, he does. He's got Mormon going to his back. Let's see if he can get his chest up. Referee not counting. He's got a 1,001 count, I think. As Mormon rolled through again on that Butcher. Now Goebel with the chicken wing on the left side. Let's see if he can run it with 17 seconds. Harrison Goebel's got the pressure on here. Takes his left leg right around the neck of Mormon for that leg half Nelson. And I'll tell you what, not a lot of action by the freshman underneath. There's a half Nelson by Goebel. He's going to pick up 2. Would have had the fall, but time's going to run out.
No points.
No points at all.
No.
Not even 2. Boy, I thought we had a 1,002 count there, gentlemen. Evidently, it must have been 1 3/4. So it's going to be a Goebel choice, and he's going to go up. See if Goebel can slap Mormon back to his back. There's a nice spiral ride by Harrison Goebel. Comes right back to work with that crossface. Now he's got it locked up. This could do it for Harrison Goebel. He's going to get 2 out of it. Let's see if he can tighten it back up a little bit. As he's got it locked up, now he's going to be a little bit slower with it. He's got it locked up as he tightened that crossface cradle up. Referee's going to look for the fall as Mormon is kicking back and forth. There's the fall. There's the fall by Harrison Goebel in 2:23. That'll put the Hawks on the board 13-6. So, Jamie, nice job by the senior.
Absolutely. And, more importantly, cutting that lead and, cutting into that lead a little bit by New Hampton Turkey Valley. It's now 13-6. And that's kind of the spark plug that the Hawks needed here moving forward. You don't want to, you've already got yourself in a bit of a hole. So, fighting out of that, and that's huge by Harrison Goebel to get that fall and get the Hawks on the board with that now 13-6.
Well, we're going to move up to weight class 220, and we're going to see a very good wrestler for New Hampton. It's going to be number 4 ranked Arian Day. He's 47-4. And I'll tell you what, he is very, 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 very smooth. He's very, very strong. He's very, very heavy-legged and heavy-waisted and heavy-hipped. He's going to go to an underhook on the right side. We're going to see Cody Winger for West Delaware. He's going to go to an underhook. Nice job by Cody Winger, showing some fancy footwork of his own. Arian Day came right to an underhook on the right side, left side of Winger, and dropped in on a single. And then Winger kicked free of it. 1:37 and counting. The New Hampton Turkey Valley Chickasaws up by a score of 13-6. There's that underhook by Arian Day again. He's got Cody Winger lifted up off the mat. And on the return, he's going to back trip Cody Winger to the mat, pick up the first 2-point takedown. Now he's got to move up as he's got a over and under in on the legs of Cody Winger. He's over the left and under the right, trying to lift Winger up. Winger's got his legs trying to scissor and crawl forward. And now Arian Day will let go of the over and under ride, and he'll go up to the left side, the right side of Cody Winger and ride tough with a hard crossface. Arian Day at the South Winneshiek tournament was a runner-up in a wild and crazy 8-7 match. Jordan Balmer from North Fayette Valley. And then in the duel at weight class 220, these two wrestled with Arian Day winning by fall in 2:29. So these two have already wrestled. So Cody Winger can go the distance with Arian Day. That would be huge. And we've seen Cody Winger wrestle some very good very good heavyweights and some very good 220-pounders and give him fits just because of his conditioning and just because of his position. 21 seconds left in period number 1. Aaron Day's got a ball and chain locked up. Had the left arm of Cody Winger trapped between his legs. And now he's going to circle to the front of Cody Winger. He's going to try to bait Cody Winger. And he baits Cody Winger. And Cody has a single. He tries to pick the single up, and Aaron Day underhooks that right arm and pancakes Cody Winger for a 3-point near fall. And you could see Jamie just kind of baited Cody Winger into that.
Yeah, he did. And, unfortunately, Cody, there was really only one thing he could do, and he kind of got himself caught in it. So it's going to be 5-0, but Day's going to choose down to start this second period.
An opportunity here for Cody Winger to keep the pressure on here and try to keep this match close. And if the Hawks have an opportunity to win this, there's a stand-up by Day. Cody Winger drops in. Nice job by Winger. He drops down on a single and back trips Day back down to the mat. That covers his hips up quickly. Chops, tight weights with the right, chop with the left. There's a roll attempt by Day. He's going to pick up a 2-point reversal, and he's got Cody Winger on his back. Winger is completely off the mat. Day is on the mat with his knees posted. This is that new rule. But he kept his knees down. And he's going to get a 3-point near fall as Winger's going to roll through. So 2-point reversal by Day and a 3-point near fall makes it 10-0. Now with 1:25 left to go in period number 2. All right, back to action we go. Cody Winger's just going to have to work on keeping that head up. Try to work some hand control, stay in good position. But Day very, very physical. There's a near ankle crossface, a far arm by Day, and he's going to launch Cody Winger to his back, then climb the body, go to headlock position. With 1:06 left to go, Cody Winger in a bit of a problem right here. That's going to be tough to get out of. There's the fall.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Boy, you can just kind of see that strength and power of Aaron Day. And he lifted up and he lifted Cody Winger up and then just drove him off to the side, Jamie. And when you get that amount of weight on top of you, teed out like that, in that position, it's tough to get out of.
Yeah, and that's going to put New Hampton, Turkey Valley up 19-6 as we move up to heavyweight, and it's going to be Carson Petland for the Hawks as he will be taking on Tom Clark from New Hampton, Turkey Valley here. So I believe a winnable match here for Carson Petland. He's just got to continue wrestling well, and that's what he's done of late.
Yeah, he's just been on a roll lately. We'll see if he can keep it going here and make the much smaller Tom Clark carry his weight. Let's check out our bracket from Southwind to see if Tom Clark was the heavyweight there. I'll get that for you in just a second. Tom Clark finished in 5th place. And Carson Petland.
He didn't wrestle. Did he wrestle?
Carson Petland finished in 3rd place, Jamie. So an opportunity here for the Hawks to close this gap. Carson Petland working that double underhook on Tom Clark. I like what he's doing. Carson Petland, Zach, is getting some kinds rough.
This is Carter Reeks. Sorry.
Oh, this is Carter Reeks. Okay, thank you very much. Carter Reeks. We have no record on Carter Reeks. He's a junior.
He's 14-5.
14-5. All right. Carter Reeks did not wrestle. Carson Petland beat Tom Clark at the Battle of Waterloo. Carson Reich did not wrestle. There's a nice 2-point takedown by Carson Petland. Now, I'll tell you what, Carson Petland is a man on a mission right now. He's got a hard crossface on Reeks. And trying to go left to right with a hard crossface off the edge of the mat they go. Gentlemen, the intensity in the well has risen to a couple of notches with these semifinals going on.
This is exciting. Usually sometimes guys have, their backups wrestling all the time, and they choose not to basically bring their full team down here and wrestle it the entire time. So it's nice to see that everybody's going out here to win a dual team title before the traditional state tournament tomorrow.
Well, you're exactly right. And, that's what it's all about. And that change came about a couple years ago when our state athletic association jumped in and basically said, you're going to ruffle your good kids here. And the coaches have listened, and they've done a great job. And we're seeing some great wrestling here. We're seeing some great strategy by coaches, and we're seeing some great wrestling by some outstanding individuals. Carson Petland still on top of Carter Wright. And Carson Petland has Reichs going to his back. He's got Reichs on his back. Let's see if he can tee out. Our referee doesn't know which side to go on. He's on the wrong side. Reichs is going to bridge back and forth. He's got 1 second, and Carson Petland had Reichs on his back. The referee did not know which side to go on, and he couldn't get around Carson Petland to see the fall. I'm not sure if there was a fall there, but it was awful close, gentlemen.
It was close, but great job by Petland to get the 3-point near fall to end that first period.
And Jamie, remember when we talked about earlier about when Carson Petland figures out what his body can do? He's going to be lethal. And this last month of wrestling, he's starting to figure that out. And he's going to be a force.
And he chooses neutral to start the third period here, up 5-0. And the Hawks trail in the duel 19-6.
Yeah, that would have been a huge fall right there. Slide by attempt by Petland. Missed the mark on Reichs. Reichs giving up a lot of weight to Petland here. Petland going right back to work on that double underhook. Reichs is blocking off with his head. Let's see if we get a stalling call. Petland showing some strength here. Thank you very much, stalling against Reichs as he was blocking off with his head. They got to watch that. Carson Petland has to watch that pressure. Just like we talked about right there, you got to watch that straight line pressure as he tried to drop it on a double, and Reichs threw him off the edge of the mat. Coach Voss says, right, snap him down. Here comes Reichs back in now. Reichs taking 3 hard steps towards Petland, and Reichs in an over and under on his own. And Carson Petland trying to back out of it. Petland, you can see, doesn't like to be in that situation. Off the edge of the mat they go. And I hope Carson Petland learned the lesson right there as Reichs came with an over and under and back tripped Carson Petland. And off the edge of the mat they went. That was saved by the white line on the mat. And here comes Reichs trying to get right back in that over and under. Carson Petland needs to go back to that on top of the head, snapping Reichs down like he did that first period. Reichs now with a hard collar tie with the left on the back of the neck. We'll see how smart the freshman got there, Zach.
You know, right now I think a lot of snapping and spinning and getting some motion here side to side is the best thing that Carson Petland can do.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to be in that over and under anymore. Petland's going to reach down and try to grab a snatch single. Now double underhook by Petland, and he's driving Reichs backwards. Reichs in reverse gear. Reichs' head buried in the chest of Carson Petland. Petland trying to elevate him and get him up out of balance. Maybe look for a foot sweep or something out of that. Second period, 22 seconds left. Back to the middle we go. 21 seconds now. Hard collar tie by Petland with the left. Reichs now, there's a slide by Petland. Let's see if he can get the corner. He's got the corner on Reichs. Let's see if he can lift and return. He drops in on a single. He's got to get Reichs up off the mat. He does. Let's see if he can lift and return. He does. There's 2. Petland has Reichs on his back. Let's see if he can get the fall. There's the fall. There's the fall in 3:59. The freshman from West Delaware gets Carter Reichs up off the mat, and I think that was a shoulder to the sternum by Carson Petland to knock the wind out of the junior from New Hampton, and that closed the gap now 19-12, and that's just what the doctor ordered, Jamie Vasquez.
Absolutely. Great job there by Carson Petland getting the fall, and that's going to make our team score now New Hampton, Turkey Valley 19, West Delaware 12. So great job there by Carson Petland getting the fall right as the period came to an end. Or was it 3:59?
3:59, yep. So great job there. Well, we're going to go to weight class 106. Here's an opportunity for Luke Farmer. He's taking on Johnny Dreckman. And Luke Farmer and Johnny Dreckman have wrestled before, and it's been a 9-1 major decision in the Battle of Waterloo. And Dreckman and Farmer did not meet. Yes, they did meet. Farmer with an 8-0 win in the third-place match at the Southwind Invite. So Luke Farmer's got to put the pedal to the metal here Boy, a fall, Jamie, and that would take this to a 1-point match here. So Luke Farmer, let's see if he can get the job done here. He's got Dreckman belly down. Now a snap and spin by Farmer. Picked up a 2-point takedown. Now a hard crossface by Farmer. From right to left, he's trying to set up a crossface cradle. Dreckman posts with that left leg. Farmer tries to set up a butcher. And he's going to have to circle back to the right side, like what Farmer's doing right now. Got a hard crossface cradle, trying to lock it up, but good hand control by Dreckman underneath. Johnny Dreckman's a sophomore. Farmer being relentless, Zach McCool, with that crossface from right to left. Let's see if he can get it locked up. Good hand control by...
You know, he's doing exactly how you teach it, is put that, basically the hand down by that ankle, so, and then just basically bring your fists together on that crossface cradle, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's not trying to go through the quads and some of the strongest parts of these of his legs here. So he's doing a nice job of working that, and, you know, I see him getting a butcher or a crossface cradle by the end of this match.
Well, we'll see what happens. He's trying to load the crossface cradle up. He's got it locked up. He's got Dreckman on his back. Could be a crossface cradle fall for Luke Farmer, and Dreckman's going to kick out of it. Farmer will pick up 3, and Dreckman's going to kick out of it, probably pick up 2 on the reversal as he ends up on top. Tries to end up on top. Farmer now catches Dreckman's head. He might have Dreckman on his back. Farmer with the reversal. And it's going to be a 2 reversal and a 2 back for Farmer. He goes up 9-2. Great first period, Jamie and Zach, for Luke Farmer.
That really was, and you know that's what you like to see out of Luke Farmer. Build that lead, and now you're a near fall or takedown away from getting that major decision, and that's huge in this duel against New Hampton.
Well, it's going to be Dreckman's choice. Farmer ends up underneath of Dreckman, and he's going to have to get going here. Dreckman riding a tight waist on the start. To start period number 2. Farmer up 9-2 in this match. Our meet score is 19-12 in favor of the Chickasaws. There's a lift and return attempt by Dreckman. Farmer's going to sag, working some hand control, and Dreckman's going to cut him loose so he doesn't get a stalling call. Now 10-2 in favor of Luke Farmer. He's got a major decision going, so bonus points for the Hawks. But Zach, in this position right here, you can't sit on that. You know, you got to be thinking 6 if you're Luke Farmer.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, as you can see, is he's not going to sit on this lead. Luke Farmer just pushed him out of bounds right there and had all of his momentum going forward, looking for shots. And I think staying low is key for these West Delaware Hawks because, you know, New Hampton's trying to get basically underhooks and looking for those big-time moves.
Well, with 1:10 left in period number 2, we're back to neutral position. Long single shot by Dreckman. Looks like Farmer's trying to go with the front headlock and missed it. Now long single shot by Farmer. He's got the left leg, or the right leg. Now he cuts across to a double. He ends up with his head in between the legs of Dreckman. Now Farmer's going to sit back. Now he's got to pop his head out and go around the waist of Dreckman for 2. Farmer trying to get his head out. He gets his head out. He's going to pick up 2. Now he's got a Turk in. Let's see if he can go hard crossface from right to left. He does. He's got a Turk in on Dreckman. Now he's got Dreckman going to his back, trying to set up the bow and arrow. Got to lift that. Got to get his left hip up to elevate Dreckman. It's 12-2 now in favor of Luke Farmer. And Farmer up on top, looking for more with 15 seconds left. A hard, tight waist by Luke Farmer. Head lever now by Luke Farmer. Farmer now cross wrist tie. He's got the right wrist of Dreckman trapped around his waist with the left, maybe trying to set up a ball and chain, and the period's going to end.
Yeah, some other scores from around the mats. 1A semifinal, Don Bosco trailing Lake Mills 16-13. It's Lisbon with a 29-24 lead over Denver. In Class 2A, Clarion Goldfield leads Williamsburg 18-9. In Class 2A consolation matches, Webster City leads Assumption 28-21. Solon leads Ballard 40-11. It's Southeast Polk in the semifinals in Class 3A with a 13-3 lead over Fort Dodge. And it's Waukee with a 12-9 lead over West Des Moines Valley.
Yeah, so some very tightly contested matches here. So anything goes. Right now, what's Delaware's trying to get back in this dual meet with number 1 ranked New Hampton, and I think they went wire to wire, Jamie, New Hampton. They started out number 1, and they ended the last poll at number 1. So Farmer and Dreckman, nice job by Luke Farmer right there, Zach. Elbow pass, faked the pass, went back in on that high crotch, cut across to him, finished it for a 14-2 lead now. Now he's trying to set that crossface cradle back up. Luke Farmer very aggressive right here, trying to get the fall for West Delaware, and he's wrestling on a mission right now. He's getting a little high. He's got that cradle locked up. He got a little high with it as Dreckman got his hips up and almost shook Luke Farmer off the top. 56 seconds left, 14-2 is your score. Luke Farmer trying to get some back points here to end this thing, as Dreckman right now is playing the turtle underneath. Dreckman playing the turtle underneath, not giving Farmer anything to work with. Farmer now trying to switch off. Boy, he's got a hard crossface from right to left. He's got the left arm of Dreckman trapped, and he tried to lift the inside knee and try to elevate Dreckman and throw him to his back, and Dreckman peeled the crossface off. 21 seconds left to go in this match. Well, it's a 14-2 lead by Luke Farmer. Now 1 point escape by Dreckman. Couple of takedowns. Farmer again going for it. He's back in on that double. Dreckman's going to try to counter around the waist of Farmer. Farmer might have Dreckman stacked up for a 2-point takedown. Dreckman in a scramble. They're going to roll out of it. It's going to be a 14-3 major by Luke Farmer.
Yeah, great job there by Luke, and getting the Hawks, getting some more points. It'll be 19-16. Great job, Luke Farmer. We'll take a short break and come back for 113 pounds. Right after this, you're listening to West Delaware Wrestling at the 2018 State Duels from KMCH Sports.
Community Insurance is proud to support all area athletes and wish them the best of luck in tournament action. For your auto, farm, business, and home insurance, Community Insurance in Edgewood, go teams!
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Ace Body Shop has moved to a much larger location. They will continue to offer the same services, plus they have a new state-of-the-art paint booth. Good luck to everyone in tournament action from Ace Body Shop, now located a quarter-mile north of Manchester.
Back into the Wells Fargo Arena. Hawks trail New Hampton Turkey Valley 19-16. Evan Woods out, taking on Alex Kreiner at 113 pounds, and it's Woods with a 2-point takedown to start this match.
Well, Jamie, these two wrestled at the Battle of Waterloo, and it was a fall by Woods. So I'm sure Coach Voss would take another fall by Woods. And that would give a fall, would give the Hawks their first lead here. And get a little bit of momentum going into these next few matches, where the Hawks are only going to be favored in a couple of matches as we climb the ladder here. So they're going to need some big points here by the outstanding sophomore Evan Woods, having a terrific last 3 weeks of the season, and he's got a little momentum coming into the state meet here, wrestling very, very well. Now, Zach, tell me who's stalling underneath.
Yeah, exactly. Hip down, and basically his wrist is underneath him, and there's not much movement going on there. And Evan Woods is continuing to try to find anything that he can find in his pinning combination, and he's not able to do much.
Well, he's trying to roll it. He's got an inside wrist on the left side. He's trying to roll that out to a bar. And I'm telling you what, Alex Kreiner is keeping that underneath and not giving Woods anything to work with. 15 seconds left to go, and now we're going to get stalling against Kreiner. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. As Woods is going side to side, crossface, inside wrist, claw ride, and Kreiner not moving. There's a nice tilt by Woods. Oh, boy, he got a 1,001 count there as Kreiner rolled out of it as time expired. Nice job by Evan Woods. It's going to be Kreiner's choice. He's going to defer over to Woods, then Woods will choose down to try to expand this lead. Or could use an escape and a takedown or a 5-point move, something feet to back here, Jamie and Zach.
I think that's exactly what he's going to have to do. Is he's going to have to get up and go feet to back, because as you see, Alex Kreiner is continuing just to ball up at the bottom. So, basically if he gets to the top, he gets in a neutral position, I'd look to go 5-point move.
Well, nice hand control by Woods as he's going to come with a stand-up. He's got the right hand up. Kreiner split. Let's see if he can pop his hips out. Might be stalling. That'd be stalling against Kreiner, you guys. And there's a 1-point escape now by Kreiner. Kreiner was holding on for dear life as Woods was trying to split that hand. That's a 3-0 lead by Woods. Woods comes right back to work with a 2-on-1 Russian tie. Drops in on a single to the right side of Kreiner. Sits Kreiner on his backside. No points yet as Woods has his head caught between the legs of Kreiner. And Kreiner draped over the top of Woods. Woods now circling. Goes from right to left. Pops his head out. Covers the hips up for a 2-point takedown. Making the score 5-0 in favor of the sophomore from West Delaware. And West Delaware down by 3, 19-16 on a little bit of a run. We'll see if Evan Woods can keep the run going. Hard cross face by Woods from right to left. He's got the right wrist, the left wrist of Alex Kreiner tied up. I'm telling you what, Kriener's not giving Woods anything at all to work with. 36 seconds left in period number 2. And you can tell Kriener's objective here is not to get thrown to his back.
It is, and that's been very evident. He got the one stall call. Now we're going to get stalling on top as Woods riding parallel there, as trying to turn him, but the official sees him parallel there, and he's going to give him the stall warning. So with 25 seconds left to go, a stalling call on Woods, but he still has that 5-0 lead.
Yeah, now a tilt by Woods, and Kriener's going to roll through on the tilt, cross wrist tilt. Evan Woods trying to do everything he can here to score some points. And, Zach, you may be right. It may be worth cutting him loose and trying to get in a scramble situation where you can end up on top.
Yeah, because right now you really got to get some bonus points here, and this is a match you can very well do that in. And so when do you start taking them down and cutting them and letting them up is the real question. And so, now his opponent's Alex Kreiner is going to take top in the third period, and Evan's got to do a nice job of getting out right away and trying to get some points to get that major decision, if not more.
Well, Woods has given up a lot of length to Kreiner, so you might be thinking that Kriener's a cradler, but there's a nice stand-up by Evan Woods. Splits the hands of Kreiner and pops his hips and faces him off. Now Woods up 6-0 and looking for some bonus points. He goes right to work on that right arm with the 2-on-1 tie, and Kreiner in reverse gear. Kreiner has been warned for stalling. You can see Evan Woods keeping the pressure on. There's a long single shot by Woods to the right side. He misses the mark, but quickly grabs the left knee. Now he's got Kreiner elevated off the mat. He's going to sit back and maybe stack up Kreiner. He tries. Kreiner rolls through. Woods covers his hips up for a 2-point takedown. It's 8-0 right now. You called it, Zach. Now with 1:20 left to go, Woods is going to cut Kreiner loose and now go to a drive cradle, cross the front headlock from his feet.
Let him go.
Oh, boy, picked up the 2.
He did not get 2. He didn't let him go. He never got an escape.
Boy, had that front headlock to cross.
Now there's the escape. It's 8-1. Now a 2-point takedown by Woods. He goes up 10-1. 56 seconds left to go. Quickly lets him loose. You got to cut him loose. There's the escape. Now it's 10-2. Another slide by Woods. He goes up 12-2 now, and he's going to work on top, and that's what he needs to do here. And a 1-point escape for Kreiner. It's 12-3 now.
I just like what Evan Woods is doing right now, Jamie. Hey, dove in on the left and then switched right to the right. He's going to cut him loose again.
14-3 in favor of Evan Woods. He's going to try to cut him loose again. 14-3. Now it's 14-4. There's the escape. A 10-point lead. Another 2-point takedown for Woods. Do it again. 16-4. Kreiner back to his feet. It's 16-5. Here comes Woods in on a shot. He has to finish here. He's going to return him to the mat. It's 18-5. See if he can get one more. It's going to be 18-6. And he's got to try to get some near fall points out of this one, but he will pick up no points there. It'll be 18-6, a major decision for Evan Woods.
Boy, that was a nice job by Evan Woods. Put the pedal to the metal. And once he had Kreiner broken, I took advantage of that. He just needed some back points there, but, Kriener's objective was not to get thrown to his back, and that's hard to throw somebody to their back when they're gonna base out and not give you anything to work with.
And the Hawks are going to take their first lead of the duel. It's going to be 20-19 in favor of the Hawks here as we move up to weight class 120. It's going to be Riley Dolan for the Hawks. We'll see who New Hampton's going to send out here at 120 pounds. As the Chickasaws trailing for the first time in this dual meet. As at 120, we mentioned it'll be Riley Dolan, it'll be Carson Babcock for the Chickasaws.
I believe Carson Babcock is a freshman, and he's ranked number 10. He's 46-6, and he was the winner of the South Winnebago Invitational. He beat Isaac Schimmels from Denver 5-0, and Riley Dolan was the fifth place finisher there. Let's check the Battle of Waterloo, and it was a technical fall by Carson Babcock. So an opportunity here for Riley Dolan to return the favor by not giving up any big points here.
Yeah, it's big. We've been, like I said, we've been talking about this the entire time we've been here this morning, and I think basically not giving up huge points and going after the bigger points is to get those extra points for each match is very critical in these state duels.
Well, Babcock up on top, and he's got a cross wrist ride. He's got the right wrist of Riley Dolan trapped underneath. He's trying to tilt Dolan for some back points. Dolan doing a nice job keeping his chest flat. Nice job by Riley Dolan. He's got his chest flat as Carson Babcock is trying to turn Dolan to his back, and Dolan's got his head up. He's doing a nice job here. At least his head's up, Zach. And now chicken wing by Babcock is going to try to drive Dolan to his back. Off the mat they go, though. Two really good freshmen going at it right here. Carson Babcock for the New Hampton Chickasaws, and Riley Dolan for the West Delaware Hawks. If you're just joining us, West Delaware living on the edge here. Another 1-point lead as they are up now 20-19. And Jamie, we talked about this would be a close duel. If things went the West Delaware Hawks way, it would be a close duel.
Yeah, it would. And, the Hawks have just got to continue to maybe win some matches, win a match or two here that they're not supposed to win. And I think that's going to be the factor here in as this duel continues, as that's going to do it for the second period here for Riley Dolan. While we got a second, remind you that our coverage of West Delaware Wrestling here at the State Duels is brought to you by GMB Bank, Above and Beyond, Dupaco, Gudentov Tiling, Excavating, and Directional Drilling, and the Manchester Press.
Well, we're going to go neutral here, Jamie, to start the second period, and Riley Dolan came out tried to shoot a high crotch on Babcock. Again, Babcock long and lean. There's a fireman's carry by Dolan. He lost the right arm of Carson Babcock, and Babcock trying to hit a go-behind on the edge of the mat. Good shot by Dolan, Zach, but he lost the grip on that elbow. That made it easy for Babcock to counter his shot.
Yeah, he's really got to keep his knees underneath him when he's taking that shot there instead of getting extended out away from his body. So you'd like to see the next shot that he takes is try to keep those knees underneath him.
Dolan back in on that Kelly situation. Fireman's Kelly, sagged by Babcock. He tried to dump him with a Kelly. Now Babcock is going to hit a go-behind on Dolan and hook the right knee for a 2-point takedown. So Babcock goes up 4-0 now with 1:11 left to go in period number 2. They've got some great dual meets going on here right now. There's a cradle by Babcock as he's got Riley Dolan locked up in a very tight cross-face cradle. Riley Dolan in a high bridge with 54 seconds left to go. Babcock now out to the side. Dolan keeping that right shoulder up, pushing with that left shoulder, trying to keep that right shoulder up so Babcock can't get the fall here. 41 seconds left to go. Riley Dolan underneath, trying to split the hands of Babcock. He does, and rolls through. Good fight by the freshman from West Delaware. He's going to give up 3 near fall, but that's not 6 for the pin. Babcock back up on top, right in an inside wrist now on the right side. Now hard crossface by Babcock. Here comes the cradle again, using that length. Carson Babcock, very tall, at 120 pounds, tall and long and lean, and you expect him to be a legger or a cradler, and that's what we're seeing right here out of the freshman. And we're finding out why he's ranked number 10, and he's 46 and 6.
Yeah, that last period is he's going to pick up 2 more near fall as that period comes to an end. And it's going to be 9-0. It'll be Dolan's choice, and he's going to choose neutral to start this third period.
It looks like Denver just upset Lisbon, Jamie, 38-35. Denver gets the upset over number 2 ranked Lisbon. We knew that would be a barn burner. We've seen Denver. We've seen Denver, and we knew they've got some tough kids there, and they are very young. Congratulations.
Babcock with another takedown here. It goes up to 11-1 now on Riley Dolan. So Dolan trying here not to give up a tech fall here, is trailing 11-0.
Well, again, we talk about how important those points are as Babcock throws Dolan to his back again for a 2 count, and Dolan's going to roll through. You know, again, you give up 5, that's not 6. You give up 4, that's not 5. In a dual meet like this, it may come down to another 1 point here or there. So Riley Dolan doing his best job to not give up 6. Here comes a hard crossface by Babcock again. And he tries to roll through and pull Dolan across the top with that crossface cradle. He's got Dolan on his back with 57 seconds. Dolan now trying to punch that left arm through this time. Babcock's got that bottom knee in the left ribs. And that's going to do it right there. 3-point near fall. Dolan kicks free. Going to be a 16-0 technical fall. But as you say, Jamie, all the time, that's 5 and not 6.
Yeah, it is. And, you never know how important that 1 point's going to be. So, good effort there. That's a good opponent there that Riley Dolan was taking on in Babcock. So, can't fault Riley on that one. But now you got to try to get some wins here in the next couple as you're going to move up to 126. It'll be Stavely Mowry for the Hawks. See who the Chickasaws send out as New Hampton takes a 24-20 lead here as we go to weight class 126 with just 4 matches left to go in this dual meet.
Well, they've got Mason Cleveland listed in the program, but we don't know if Coach Heeman's going to try to switch some kids up. But there's a single leg to the right side of Stavely Mowry. We'll get his name for everybody here in just a second. Nice scramble by Mowry. He's going to try to roll through this single leg. Got to be careful here not to give up any back points. Stavely Mowry's going to roll through. No takedown yet.
And that is Cleveland.
All right, this is Mason Cleveland. Stavely Mowry was 3rd at South Wenatchee. Cleveland was 2nd, and Philip Idy from Decorah was 1st. So Stavely Mowry. And in the dual meet at the Battle of Waterloo, these two did not meet. So an opportunity here for Stavely Mowry, but he finds himself in another cradle, giving up some back points. Mason Cleveland with a cross-face cradle. Cleveland coming into the tournament here as a junior. He's 46 and 6, Zach McCool. That's 52, 53. This is his 54th match of the season.
That's unbelievable. They keep getting more and more. And, the reason why is there's a lot of dual meet tournaments now that a lot of these teams are going to, or, these bigger tournaments that they're also going to where they're getting in 5 matches instead of 3. Or so, that's what's starting to happen. And it's doing a nice job of keeping going good matches throughout the entire.
Well, it certainly does. And, you come in here with some impressive records and some impressive resumes, and 54 matches is a lot on the year. There's high crotch by Cleveland. He's in deep as Stavely Mowry had an escape to start the second period. We're still in the first period. Had an escape with 15 seconds left in the first period. There's going to be a 2-point takedown by Cleveland. Mowry took a long shot on Cleveland. I'm not sure that's what you want to do. Now Cleveland's got the double spur in on Mowry, kicks him out. Now goes around the head, and time's going to expire, but it's going to be another 2-point near fall. Let's see if he gave him 2 on that or was that the same hold. They did not give him 2 on that, so it's 7-1 starting the second period, and Mowry will choose down. Jamie, New Hampton is just loaded through here. They've got They've got 7 seniors in their lineup, but they've got some outstanding freshmen, sophomores, and juniors coming back.
Yeah, they do, and you know the names of the kids that they've got that are upperclassmen. You also know the names of their underclassmen. They're that good, and I think they're going to be, even though they lose a pretty good core of seniors this year, they've got a lot of good young kids coming in and returning next year.
As do the West Delaware Hawks, with only 3 seniors in their lineup, 2 seniors in their lineup. So we could see this particular dual meet for the next 2 to 3 years down the line here. Stavely Mallory with great hand control. He's going to put the hands of Mason Cleveland and pick up a 1-point escape. Great job by the freshman as he gets back to his feet. It's 7-2, and that's just outstanding hand control by Stavely Mallory. 109 and counting, 7-2. So Stavely Mallory not backing down from the highly ranked Mason Cleveland, ranked number 8, and he's a junior. And Jamie, we have seen that through the course of this last 3 weeks from West Delaware. Just excited to wrestle and not taking a back seat to anybody.
Yeah, not really caring who they're wrestling and from match to match, and that's so huge for the Hawks, and it's great momentum when they can win some of these matches.
There's a headlock attempt by Cleveland. Mallory's going to try to roll him through. Let's see if he gets him all the way through. No points yet, as Mallory gets to all fours, and he's going to trap the right leg of Mason Cleveland. Cleveland tried to headlock him. Mallory tried to roll through. Then Cleveland tried to hit a go behind, and Mallory trapped the right leg, and we're going to get a stalemate right there. Nice job by the freshman. One more time. He fought out of that headlock. Now there's a deep double by Cleveland. Mallory's draped over the top of Cleveland. Around the waist and between the legs, he's locked up, and I think he's going to have to bail out of this as Cleveland popped his head to the outside. Mallory's going to have to bail out. He gave up 2 to Cleveland, and now Cleveland's going to pick up the inside knee and throw Mallory to his back. And again, just like we saw Arian Day do, he picked up that inside knee and trapped the arm and then took him to that arm. And when you don't have a post, Zach McCool, you have nothing to stop yourself from going to your back.
Yeah, there's not much you can do there besides try to roll all the way through, and Stavely didn't quite get all the way through there. So, just very good technique by his opponent in Cleveland. So,
I like the fight in Stavely Mallory, but here comes a hard cross-face cradle on this restart by Mason Cleveland. As Mallory took down Cleveland up on top. He's got a cross-face cradle locked up, and it is deep, and it is tight. Mallory's going to try to kick out of it. I don't think Cleveland's going to get the fall here, as Stavely Mallory's punching that right arm through and trying to keep it up. Now he's going to kick out of it. It's going to be a 3-point near fall for Cleveland, making the score 14-2. The fight in this freshman is very impressive here today. Stavely Mallory with a win in that first duel versus Assumption. Now he's coming back to wrestle a very, very highly ranked Mason Cleveland, number 8 at 46-6, won the state qualifiers for New Hampton. He's giving Mason Cleveland everything he wants, Jamie.
Yeah, he is, and that's a great job by Mallory. You're probably going to lose this match, and you may give up some bonus points, but you're fighting right up to the end.
Cleveland tried to throw a leg in and tried to come across the body and hook the right elbow of Stavely Mallory. Mallory trapped that wrist and then tried to take it over his head. There's a neck wrench attempt by Cleveland, and Mallory's going to drive across and pull his head out and pick up a 2-point reversal. 44 seconds left to go, 14-4. Stavely Mallory up on top now, hard tight waist with the right. He's got a chicken wing locked up on the junior from New Hampton. Now Cleveland comes with a stand up. He's going to clear his arm out of the chicken wing, and Mallory's going to drop in on a single. And now a front headlock by Cleveland. Mallory trying to control that right elbow of Mason Cleveland with 19 seconds left, 14-4 on the scoreboard. There's a 1-point escape for Cleveland. Cleveland now trying to get those points back. 11 seconds left to go, 15-4 on the scoreboard with 10 seconds now. Boy, Stavely Mallory going the distance with Mason Cleveland. Very impressive match here. Yes, it is 15-4, but the freshman has been right on it. Cleveland gives Mallory a shove in frustration. But Stavely Mallory, Jamie and Zach, is one of those kids that is is sneaky smart and sneaky enough when he wrestles to cause some really good wrestlers to get frustrated.
Yeah, he is, and he's scoring out 28-20. And looks like we're going to see Wyatt Thompson come out for the Hawks at 132. As this will be Wyatt Thompson for the Hawks. Let's see who New Hampton Turkey Valley sends out. And let's see if the Hawks move Ryan Phillips up to 138. As here's a takedown out there for Hunter Peshek, excuse me. And that's Hunter Peshek with a 2-point takedown.
Yes, and he's listed as a 138-pounder in our program, gentlemen. So he did not wrestle. Max Babcock wrestled in the South Winneshiek Invitational. Ryan Phillips beat Babcock 8-4 in the semis as Phillips went on to win that Invitational. And he did not wrestle in the Battle of Waterloo. So we're seeing Peshek here the first time. And he's got Wyatt Thompson on his back in a cradle, a drive cradle. He's trying to split the leg of Thompson. Thompson trying to fight out of it. Peshek trying to load him up. He's going to pick up a 2-point near fall with that drive cradle. 1:17 left to go in period number 1. Chickasaws are up 28-20. Peshek trying to make it more as Peshek has the cradle in on Thompson. And Thompson kicking out of the cradle, but it's going to be a 3-point near fall for Hunter Peshek. Now, butchered by Peshek, and Thompson might be going to his back one more time. Yes, he is. Official down looking close. As Peshek, there's the fall right there in 110. Hunter Peshek with a fall in 110. That's going to send us up to weight class 138. 12 matches to go, Jamie. 3 matches to go. 18 points. The Hawks are mathematically not out of this yet. But Cole Engel is going to have to do something spectacular here. I don't know that this is Michael Blockus.
No, it is not. This is not Blockus here.
It is not Michael Blockus, so we'll see what they decide to do here. This may be Max Babcock with Coach Heeman rolling the dice here.
It is Max Babcock.
Okay, Max Babcock. He was seated third, wrestled 132. And a Babcock, Max Babcock again, wrestling Cole Engel at the Battle of Waterloo, Jamie, and Max Babcock pinned Cole Engel. So maybe another one of those payback matches for Cole Engel.
Yeah,
he can get the job done.
Yeah, and Cole's been wrestling well. Left match short of the making it to the state meet, and he's again, just like we said in that first duel. You're out here to help your team now, and it's going to be a takedown by Max Babcock here. But you gotta come out here and just wrestle well here.
Max Babcock is 42-9 on the year, and again, another one of those solid juniors for the New Hampton Chickasaws. There's a tilt attempt by Babcock. He's got Engel on his back, and the referee's counting back points here. That cross wrist tilt by Max Babcock. And he's going to go up now 5-0. He's going to go up 5-0 here and work on some more as he throws a cross-face cradle from right to left. Can't get the cradle quite locked up as Cole Engel pulls the cross-face off. That's a good job by Engel. I guess Babcock only got 2 points on that cradle. So it's 4-0 with 17 seconds left to go in period number 1. So Cole Engel's going to have some work to do in periods 2 and 3. But Babcock tough with that cross wrist tilt. Back again, he's going to pick up another series of points, maybe 2. This time he did get 3. Now 7-0. Jack, he keeps that wrist so tight to his stomach, and then when he rolls through, there's no space at all for Cole Engel to react.
Yeah, he's trying to roll through here, and he's just really getting that good angle and getting that arm tucked right underneath him, and there's just you know, that's what Cole is doing is he's looking for a switch, and he's just stopping that move right now.
Well, he got his hips out. Did a great job right there. Got his hips out and got some space. I think the referee gave him one. I'm not sure. The referee had 1 point. I guess he did not give Babcock one, as Engel did not break free clearly. So we're going to get a stalemate right there as Engel still latched onto the right leg of Max Babcock. Babcock will ride the left side. Quickly goes to a spiral ride with the right, claw ride with the left. He's going to drive Engel forward. Now a tight waist with the right, now a chop with the left. Here comes that tilt again. I tell you what, very, very, very good with that. That is hard to defend, Jamie Vasky. Very hard to defend.
Oh, it is, and especially when you're leaving your arms back, and that's what Cole's kind of doing. And he's had his hips out a couple times, but just hasn't been able to come up. And like you said, he's leaving that arm back, and Babcock's doing a good job of just tilting him out of it.
7-0. Referee's going to give Babcock 2 here. Babcock's going to switch pinning combinations right here. He's got a chicken wing in on the left side of Cole Engel. Then he slaps a half Nelson on him with 47 seconds left to go. This could be a fall by Babcock as he's got that chicken wing in deep and he's got a half Nelson. Now he gets the half Nelson out and he's going to take the wrist, and there's the fall. There's the fall in 3:22. Max Babcock with a fall in 3:22. And that's probably going to do it with 2 matches left. And we will not see Cale Meyer.
Might be, is this Gillihan?
This is Michael Blockus as Coach Heeman.
Yeah, it's going to be Mason Gillihan taking on Blockus here.
Okay, Mason Gillihan taking on returning state champ from New Hampton, Michael Blockus. And Michael Blockus for the Chickasaws is 51-0, Zach. This is his 53rd match of the year and undefeated. And it's very difficult to go through the season undefeated. And Blockus trying to get the job done.
He is here, and he's going to pick up a 2-point takedown, and he could get the fall here on Gillihan, and he's looking for the fall here and Gillihan does a good job. He's going to get off his back, but again, you're going up against a good opponent here in Michael Blockus.
So exactly, and so what's going to have Blockus is going to pick up some back points. So it could be the fall as he's got a neck wrench in deep. 104 and counting, and that is tight right there. Not sure how you get out of that, Zach McCool, but that is tight.
His head is still up on his hip, though, so in order for Blockus to get this fall, I think he's going to have to shift his hip on top of his head to get those shoulders on the mat.
I think Blockus, and I think he just called the mat. That was a freestyle call right there, freestyle pin. Gillis tried to roll through. I tell you what, referee trying to end that in a hurry. As Wyatt Gillis goes down to a fall in 116.
Mason Gillihan.
Thank you, Mason Gillihan. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. In 116, Mason Gillihan goes down to a fall to number 1 ranked Michael Blockus. That's going to take us to...
And this will be Cale Meyer here at 152. This will be the last match of this dual meet. It'll be Cale Meyer for the Hawks. And we'll see who New Hampton Turkey Valley sends out here. If it's, I don't believe this is this Noah Fye here. Yeah, it's going to be Mitchell Picker.
Mitchell Picker, he's a junior for the Chickasaws. No record on Picker. That's going to be a 2-point takedown for Cale Meyer. That's going to be a 2-point takedown for Cale Meyer. Our dual meet score now is 46-20 as the Chickasaws have flexed their muscles here a little bit. And they are solid through their lineup. Not too many weak links in that Chickasaw lineup. A stand-up now by Picker. Cale Meyer trying to lift and return. Trying to lift and return, and he does with a front trip. He has Picard back down on the mat. 105 in county, weight class 152. So Kel Meyer giving up a little bit of weight here, moving up from 145 to 152. Again, we're looking at the match down there. I'm not sure if Williamsburg is ahead, Jamie. I think Clarion Goldfield is ahead 24-19.
Yes.
So it might be a Walmack matchup here for the bronze trophy at 6:30 tonight. 30 seconds left. Kel Meyer still up on top, right in the hard crossface. Over on the championship match in 3A, as Southeast Polk is up 17-19 on Fort Dodge. 18 seconds left to go. Inside wrist by Kel Meyer. He's trying to roll it out to a bar as he's got Picard from New Hampton belly down. Now we're going to get stalling against Picard as Kel Meyer's got to dig a chicken wing in on the left side. He's going to try to drive it over, but time's going to expire, so he's going to run out of time. I don't know if Jamie, you and Zach, you guys were in those uniforms last night. Did you sense that? You know, look at how baggy those are in Picard. Is that going to be difficult to get a takedown?
Well, West Delaware doesn't have the baggy ones. They have the spandex ones.
The spandex shorts.
But
okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
The thing that I was talking about is just you worry about fingers getting caught in the shorts and things like that on the baggy ones. Now I understand the spandex, but on the baggy shorts is just you really worry about taking a shot and that getting stuck in those shorts is not a good thing for some of these wrestlers.
Yeah, these are really baggy and as low as, I mean, they almost look like basketball shorts.
They're fighter shorts is what they call them.
Okay. Well, they almost look like basketball shorts, and you know, if you're shooting it in on a high crotch or you're shooting it on a single and trying to get some skin to hold on to, and you run into all that cloth, you might slip off. So I'm anxious to ask the Hawks when we get a break here if that had any effect on that. 1:16 left to go. Meyer now up 4-0 and looking for some more points as he's got an inside wrist on Mitch Picard. And he's trying to roll it out to a bar. He does. He's got a bar on the left. Now a chicken wing on the left. Trying to dump Picard to his back. Nice chicken wing by the freshman from West Delaware. With 52 seconds left to go. He's going to try to run that from left to right. He's got an inside wrist on the right. Chicken wing on the left. Let's see if he can get it dumped over. Picard belly down as wide as he can possibly be to try to keep Kel Meyer from throwing him to his back. 36 seconds left to go in period number 2. Meyer in control of this match, 4-0. Our dual meet score is 46-20 in favor of the Chickasaws from New Hampton. Nice breakdown by Kel Meyer as he jumped over to the right side. And he's got a ball and chain. The left arm of Mitch Picard's trapped between his legs. Now he's going to try to set up a chicken wing on the right side. 7 seconds left to go. Once again, he's going to have a great pinning combination, but he's going to run out of time. He's going to try to take a big step, but he's going to run out of time right there. Third period we go. Let's see whose choice is going to be. Kel Meyer's choice as he will choose down. All right, Meyer will go down. And Picard will start on the right and quickly jump over to the left. Knee slide by Meyer, trying to get to a stand-up. Another knee slide by Meyer. Picard dumping him forward. A lot of hand pressure forward. Here comes a hard crossface by Picard from right to left. Kel Meyer with good hand control. Now Meyer up to his feet. Sit out, turn in by Meyer and escape on the stand-up. 5-0 now, 136 in county. Meyer's going to drop in, try to hit a fireman's Kelly on Picard. Switches off to Kelly, tries to dump Picard to his right side, and Picard's going to go to a front headlock and square off with Meyer. 124 in county. Nice short drag by Kel Meyer from the front of the front headlock. Let's see if he can get behind the corner. He's trying to cut the corner. Hard cross face by Meyer. Now he's going to cut the corner and hit the go behind and cover up the hips for a 2-point takedown. 7-0 now in favor of Kel Meyer. Let's see if he cuts Picard loose. Kellmeyer's got a great cross-face cradle. He's going to cut Picard loose, and quickly Picard drops in on Meyer. 1-point escape for Picard. He drops in on a single as Kellmeyer wasn't quite ready for that. But he's going to snap the head down of Picard, pick up a 2-point takedown on the go-behind, this time on the left side. So Kellmeyer showing some fancy footwork right there.
Yeah, he goes up 9-1, and a major decision here for Kellmeyer is, just 30 seconds left to go in this match. So really doing a great job moving up to 152 even to come out here and have a 9-1 lead in this third period.
Well, exactly right, Jamie. And, one thing the Hawks have done this particular match is they've continued to work for bonus points. Even though they can't win the dual meet, they've continued to try to expand and build on the lead. There's a nice snap and spin by Kellmeyer to a low single. He's going to cut the corner on Picard, pick up 2. He's going to cut Picard loose again. It's 11-2, and he's going to look for more. He's got 10 seconds to try to drop in on a single. Let's see if he can pick up one more takedown here. With 5 seconds left to go, he's going to try to get the corner, and we're going to get potentially dangerous right there.
11-3 the final.
11-3 with 3 seconds left. Meyer's going to try to take a shot, and that's going to do it right there. 11-3, major decision by Kellmeyer at 152, and that's going to make our dual meet score 46-24 in favor of the Chickasaws. Let's take a short timeout. Zach's going to add up the facts and figures, and we'll have a recap and then let you know about the rest of our day coming. Stay with us. We've got more wrestling for you on Eastern Iowa Sports Station. This is Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
Gudenkopf Tiling, Excavating, and Directional Drilling do tiling, waterway reconstruction, fabrication, excavating, septic, directional drilling, and basement work. Good luck from Gudenkopf Tiling, Excavating, and Directional Drilling in Manchester.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Come to the Palace in Dyersville for great food, cold beverages, and friendly atmosphere, and help cheer on your favorite teams. The Palace in Dyersville wishes everyone in tournament action the best of luck. Go teams!
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Honey Creek Storage has storage units in all sizes, portable containers, pay online plus security cameras to protect your property. Good luck in tournament action from Honey Creek Storage. Go to honeycreekstorage.com for more information.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beavers to show you a good time.
Angela Weinkoff with Russell & Russell Insurance in Anamosa wish all area athletes the best of luck in tournament play. Just like the area coaches, Russell & Russell Insurance can come up with a winning plan just for you.
Edgewood Oil Incorporated carries all major brands of lubricants and case oils. They carry a full line of industrial oil products, aviation oils, and antifreeze, XL brand lubricants, quality oil priced right. Edgewood Oil also carries methanol, mineral spirit, and washer fluid, and are a direct distributor of Camco brand lubricants. Edgewood Oil Incorporated in Manchester, open Monday through Saturday.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Sode's Green Acre, located in Guttenberg, offers a fun shopping experience for the entire family. Retro candy, unique gifts and toys, gourmet foods, coffee and tea, top shelf spirits, craft beer and wine, plus a cafe with full bar service. Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find them on Facebook.
And back into the Wells Fargo Arena, Jamie Vaskey, Roger Reed, Zach McCool back with you as we wrap up this first two duels for the West Delaware Hawks as they fall to New Hampton Turkey Valley 46-24 in this final duel. Started at 160 pounds. It was Cale Reichs of New Hampton Turkey Valley with an 11-2 major decision over Jared Voss of West Delaware. That put New Hampton Turkey Valley up 4-0. 170. Jack Newhouse losing 3-0 to Noah Glazer. That put the Chickasaws up 7-0, and Evan Rozanski put them up 13-0 with a fall and 235 over Jordan Brees. At 195, Harrison Goebel got the Hawks on the board with a fall and 223 over Landon Mormon. At 220, it was Arion Day of New Hampton Turkey Valley with a fall in 3 minutes over Cody Wenger. That made it 19-6. Carson Patlin cut the lead down for the Hawks as he picked up a fall in 3 minutes and 59 seconds over Carter Reeks, making it 19-12. At 106, Luke Farmer with a 14-3 major decision. That put the Hawks within 3, 19-16. Evan Woods picked up a major at 113 over Alex Kreiner, making it 18-6 and giving the Hawks their first and only lead of this dual meet, 20-19. At 120 was Carson Babcock of New Hampton Turkey Valley with a 16-0 tech fall over Riley Dolan. At 126, it was Mason Cleveland of New Hampton Turkey Valley with a 15-4 major decision over Stavely Mowry. 132 was Hunter Peschek of New Hampton Turkey Valley with a fall in 1 minute and 10 seconds over Wyatt Thompson of West Delaware. Max Babcock at 138 for the Chickasaws picked up a fall in 3:22 over Cole Engel to make the score 40-20. At 145, it was Michael Blunt of New Hampton Turkey Valley with a fall in 1:16 over Mason Gillahan of West Delaware. And at 152, it was Cale Meyer of West Delaware with an 11-3 major decision over Mitch Picard. Score 46-24. New Hampton Turkey Valley with a win in that dual meet. The Chickasaws had 20 takedowns. The Hawks had 18. One tech fall for New Hampton, 0 for the Hawks. The Hawks had 3 major decisions. New Hampton with just 2. 5 pins for New Hampton Turkey Valley, 2 for the Hawks. And New Hampton Turkey Valley won 9 matches. West Delaware won 5 in a dual meet that took 1 hour and 25 minutes. So the Hawks will wrestle for third place. Still not sure on who they will wrestle, as they will take on the loser of the duel going on right down in front of us between Williamsburg and Clarion Goldfield. And it's currently a Clarion Goldfield 33-22 lead with just, that's the last match. So it will be Williamsburg, as Williamsburg's going to get a fall at 152, but they are going to lose that dual meet 33-28 will be the final score of that dual meet. So it'll be West Delaware and Williamsburg, a WAMAC matchup for third place in the state duel. So that should be a good duel to watch. Like you said, Roger, when we were off air, we get to see that dual meet that got snowed out in January.
Well, it will be, and I look for both coaches to put their best wrestlers on the mat at 6:30, and that's going to be a fun one. And Williamsburg's got a really, really good dual meet team, as does West Delaware. And the WAMAC's going to, showcase here, Jamie, in the bronze trophy match here. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to be right here back at 6:30 to have that for you.
Absolutely. Well, we will be back with that final duel starting at 6:30 tonight. It'll be West Delaware and Williamsburg. So the Hawks and the Raiders for third place here in the 2018 state duels in Class 2A. So for my partners, Roger Reed and Zach McCool, this is Jamie Vaskey saying so long for now from the Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines, Iowa, in the 2018 state wrestling duels. You're listening to it right here on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Our local sports teams build strong programs by mastering the fundamentals of the game. Our F&M Bank team has also built a strong foundation on mastering the fundamentals in banking, where a handshake goes a long way. You are provided clear-cut solutions to your financial questions, where you are greeted by name. This is the F&M Personal Touch. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
Winter Blocker does all custom and specialty processing and third-party labeling. Stop at the Winter Blocker for a large selection of quality beef, pork, and lamb. Good luck from Winter Blocker. Visit them at winterblocker.com.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgia.